Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be another game brought to us by StarCraftOz.com and SteelSeries. It is going to be the SCA Open round of 4. It is going to be Pinder versus Voices. Game 2. Pinder is currently 1 up from the win on Lost Temple. It's now going to be Metalopolis. And here we go. So let's get into it. We're going to be close spawn positions with Pinder at the 12 o'clock as the yellow Protoss and Voices as the blue Terran. So, really, last game Pinder did a really good job of fast expanding versus Voices. Voices is a very strong player. I think he tried too hard off that one base. He should have expanded a lot earlier to keep himself in the game. But in the meantime, I'd like to see something. That just really random from him to put Pinder off his game. Because Pinder is known for being a very strong player, but he never, ever, ever varies his gameplay. And that's always been his downfall recently, from what I've seen. But here we go. So, nothing too much happening. Pinder, unfortunately, scouting the wrong way. He's going to get a scout out last. Man, Shuffle, if that did happen, that would have made my year. But in the meantime, we're going to have standard builds from both players. We've got the not walling off this time. Here, from Voices. It's good to see him mixing it up. It didn't really come into effect where he was getting sniped. The supply depots were getting sniped at all, but really not going to be that effective. But Probe's coming in to beat on the SCVs. Probe's strongest workers in the game, yeah. But in the meantime, just standard stuff from both guys, which is always good. So, winner of this, if Pinder wins this game, he is going to be on to the semi-finals for the upper bracket, which is going to be good, against Glade, where that would actually be a really good game. I haven't seen Pinder's PvZ lately, but if it's anywhere near as good as his PvT, he should be in for a good match between them. And the loser will get knocked down into the lower bracket to play Death, I believe. So, that'll be very interesting to see, these games. I'm not sure when they're going to be castles. Upper bracket finals, sorry, not the semi-finals. But in the meantime, well, what have we got coming here? We do have a second Rax going down for Voices, and we do have that Cybercore about to finish for Pinder, so let's see what's happening. The Scout coming up in here for Voices, getting one shot off from the Zealot. I think that was a bit of a mistake. He's going to get 2 shots on the SCV when it tries to come up now. Voices should probably just sort of run past him to see what's going on, because he hasn't seen anything inside the base yet. He really needs to just run past before that Stalker comes out, because that's just going to shut him down completely as to what's going on. That's going to be really hurtful for Voices. He's got that second Rax coming. He does not have a third Rax as of yet. He does have 2 gas refineries, though. In the meantime, we do have a Zealot checking around the place. And still nothing interesting. We do have Marauders coming out, a lot more Marauders than last game. Last game it was the Banshee Marine push, but this time we do have Marauders coming out. We do have concussive shells coming as well, and a fast factory coming down. So 2 racks factory, and here comes the expand. So 1 gate expand coming from Pinder yet again. Going to be a lot of free wins versus this kid, the first guy to actually find a build that beats 1 gate expand. But anyway. But we're going to have a factory, so nothing really that interesting as of yet. The second gate going down full Pinder, though, so we're going to be seeing the same kind of stuff. But really, both players being extremely passive here. I'd like to see some kind of aggression before these 3 gateways get popped up by Voices. He has Stem coming now, though. He does not have a third. There's the third. No, sorry, that's the starport as well. So 2 rack starport coming out from Voices. I'd like to see him expand right now, because he should already know. Like, he doesn't know anything at all. He has no information whatsoever. Use a scan now, man. Just do a scan right here. See what's going on, or even half and half to see if he's expanded or not. And that is a good point. Pinder did lose with a 1 gate fast expand versus Oxygen, because Oxygen's that good. You can check that VOD out on my YouTube page. It is actually quite hilarious to listen to. In the meantime, we do have... Still no scan down from Voices. I really think that's a big mistake. He is finally getting his units in here. SCV to see what's going on. Doesn't go up the ramp, though. He is scouting around with the factory, so he's finally going to get his first look of everything inside of Pinder's base, and he's going to see the exact same build from last game, so he needs to expand right now. Like, I don't see there's anything that he can do to get himself in the game from here, unless he does, like, a really strong kind of push with... He's got Medivacs coming, but I don't think it's going to be enough units to be able to deal with it.
Why don't you think our last name goes? I love the shit you say.
Whatever. So, we've got... Voices coming out here now. He does have stim on these Marauders and Marines, but I just don't think there's enough meat in that army to be able to deal with all this kind of stuff here. Pinder does have quite a few Stalkers. He does force off that factory, but looks like here we come here for Voices. No, never mind. He's making up his mind. There is a Medivac there, so that's going to take quite a few hits and going to be able to heal this army up pretty decently, but we've got 74 supply versus 58, so Pinder ahead on the supply. He's going to be... Voices, he's going to be able to snipe that first Zealot. That's really useful, but so many Zealots in this mix. There goes Guardian Shield. Stims away. No, there we go. Stimming in. He needs to take out as many Zealots as he can before they can get any shots off from the Stalkers. Sniping quite a few Zealots. Nicely done there. There is only 5 Zealots left. 3 Zealots left. He does have quite a good force now. If he stims again, he could do a lot of damage. I wouldn't stim just until he gets right at the front there. And a whoops by Pinder. That's kind of expected for him to screw up like that, just to be honest. But another stim coming in. Nice force fields. Getting all these Marines and Marauders stuck out of the way, so he is going to be able to push this back. But that is going to be a push back by Voices, so he does have the expansion out now. So really, Voice is not making the same mistake as last game. He is going to be having that expansion up a lot sooner. Whoa, that is a way too overset. Like, that is too many SCVs to transfer, man. That's just like transferring all your probes from your main to your natural. It kind of doesn't make any sense, but yeah. In the meantime, we do have a Pinder just macroing up here. He's getting 2 more gateways. He's getting some Immortals out. But that's pretty much it so far. In the meantime, Voices does have 2 base now. But really, yeah, I really don't understand. That had to be a mistake. Why did he just saturate his nat, but just leave nothing in his main? That doesn't make sense to me. So, something to learn from next time for Voices. More units being warped in. There's a Twilight Council coming for Pinder, so we're going to be seeing leg speed coming pretty damn soon. In the meantime, we're looking at 84 supply for Pinder versus 63. And oh my god, he just saw Voices load up everything in the dropship. At least I hope he saw it. Like, it was in range of the Observer. In the meantime, more gateways going down for Pinder. But really, he's got pylons set everywhere. It's going to be okay. But really, he saw the Medivacs be dropped in. But no, Voices decided not going for the drop. Interesting. I think he just saw all the pylons there and thought, no, it wouldn't be worth it. But in the meantime, leg speed is about 25% done. Our Templar Archives are coming for the High Templars as well. Pinder taking a 3rd base, really taking commanding position in this game. It's 70 supply for Voices versus 102 for Pinder, and he's just going to keep getting further and further ahead at this point because he is going to have that 3rd base up and running very soon. The Observer just following around this army just as he can. You can see everything he's doing. Pinder hasn't turned these into warp gates yet. There we go, about time. He did that, but in the meantime, let's have a look over here. We got a Raven coming now for Voices with the Storms, so these Templar are going to be pretty much nullify the Raven because they can feed back to point defense drones that they drop. So, really interesting so far. Voices SCV at the front. He's trying to get a little bit of scouting information then. Voices does not see the 3rd base coming up yet, but Pinder does see everything in the main here. He did see that those dropships being laid up, but come on, move army into main to stop this drop. You can do it. Come on. But no, he does see the drop coming in. Is he going to snipe one of the Medivacs before it drops? No, it doesn't. But there we go, we are dropping. Nicely done by Pinder there. He does snipe almost 2 of the dropships. Does get one. Lots of bunkers were going down then, but he actually cancelled them. I'm kind of surprised at that. But in the meantime, the third base is up and running for Pinder here. But hey. So far, I really think a lot of Terrans these days have been stimming randomly to keep their Medivac energy below 100. Like, they still do use, like, they don't let them run fully low, but they get them down a little bit because you can feedback the Medivacs and just one-shot them if they have anything more than 150 energy. But it looks like here we got Templars here now. They do have Storm. We're looking at 112 supply for Voices versus 143 at Pinders. And really, unit streaming in for Voices. This is going to be his, like, all-in here to try and get back in this game. It's not going to work very well, though. And here goes the push here. Nice Storms going down over all the units. Zealot's taking quite a bit of damage from the Storms, so nice kiting by Voices there. In the meantime, he's got a couple of units going in from the side, but just really chasing down this. Zealots with leg speed chase down Marines like that so easily. And nice flank by Pinder there with the Zealots coming out from the side. That's just going to clean it up, and it's going to be GG 2-0 to Pinder, so he will move on to face Glade in the upper bracket final.